Alrighty, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Night with Jorge. I hope you guys are having a lovely Wednesday. Today is day 2 of minicamp. And my concern continue to be actually our backup quarterback, Zach Wilson. Once again, he did not have a good day. I know it's early. I know it's going to take time. But this is a concern for the Miami Dolphins and for Dolphin fans. You pay a guy $6 million. Now, let me read what Zach Wilson had to say. Unfortunately, guys, he is looking, another interception, another pick six. So, and I know it's only mini camp, but here's what happened in Miami Gardens, Florida. One perceived as a franchise savior, Zach Wilson is coming off a year which he didn't take a snap. Now the quarterback who is in third team in 3 years, so this is his third team in 3 years, aiming to lift it and rip as much as he can from the Miami Dolphin backup. Wilson made the comments on the second day of Dolphin mandatory minicamp Wednesday in Miami Gardens, Florida. The backup quarterback continued to show his strong arm, but also piled up at interceptions in section open to the media at Baptist Health Training Complex. Wilson, who spent 2024 with the Denver Broncos, says all part of the develop with Coach McDaniel supersonic offense scheme. Every single day that what I'm working on, Wilson said the focus is to not care about much of the result, but every day to my mindset shifting to playing with conviction and just letting it rip. The Dolphins went into the offseason with it intent to address their quarterback room after more injuries to their starter Tua Tagovailoa. We remember that. And lack of depth in the position played a large role in their last of 89 campaign in 2024. McDaniel called Wilson a direct, calculated target in free agent. The Dolphins handed him a 1-year, $6 million contract. McDaniel said that he watched all of Wilson college tape from BYU while he was on offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. And he also watched him become the number 2 overall pick by the New York Jets in 2021, the NFL draft, and failed to fulfill his rookie contract. Listen, this is a league that is hard to play, guys. It's the NFL. It's pro, okay? But now you're in your third team in 3 years, and you're having actually a bad camp. Not a good camp so far. Back-to-back days, having a bad camp. I know he has to get used to it. I know it's early. But we need to fix this issue right away. Because then we're going to have to look for another backup quarterback. You pay the guy $6 million to be in the bench because your starter Tua, which, by the way, today he threw an interception in minicamp, but he did great. He did great. So I can't complain about Tua Tagovailoa because that's our starting quarterback. That's our main head of the team. Other players that did well, Chubbs, Phillip, even though they went through injuries. Of course, Tyreek Hill's also just making catches in minicamp. He's not playing on the drills, but he's trying to get some rep. Hopefully, his wrists are not hurting or feel better for this upcoming season. So you don't want to risk a person that has an injury last year and come back. Daniel's also the guy from the Achilles, the offensive tackle. He's making progress every single day. He's not entered also in the minicamp drills. But listen, the Dolphins, they really do have their hands full. Let me tell you the truth. They really do. Listen, today the defense did well again with interceptions. They played pretty well. The safety played pretty well. Yes, we need probably a veteran present there or a cornerback, which we know that Ramsey is not going to be with us. We know that already. But we have good players that could do. Ducks, and you got good players that could actually help this team down the road. All they need is get some rep, get some practice, and listen. The rookie that we got today, I mean, he had an interception, and I mean, it's just a matter. I mean, remember, minicamp is not it's not with pads, guys. They're not wearing pads. But you're hearing so many good things about the Dolphins camp right now. Now, the main thing they're talking about is the new culture, the culture, the culture. Uh, you know, Chubb said today that I guess what didn't work in the past years, it's working now. They're serious. They're actually putting players on accountable for it. Whatever mistake they do, they got to fix it. They got to work on it, but they got to fix it. So they're trying to minimize as much mistake as they can. My thing is, are we going to be ready for the season with 100% players? I mean, we just don't need injury. We got to think one more mini camp, but that's tomorrow. That's if McDaniel doesn't cancel it. We got one more. Um, I imagine in the offseason, these people, I mean, they'll, these players, sorry, not people. I apologize. These players will get some rep. So once again, and Cedar helping the rookies out at minicamp, Keeneth, and they listen. I'm not worried about the Dolphins front five. Listen, with Chubbs, Chops, Phillip, my God, that is dangerous, guys. Then you got Cedar, then you got Keeneth. I mean, we are loaded up front. I mean, probably gonna be hard to run against the Dolphins. Now, if we could put pressure, because that's one of the weakness last year from us, put pressure, try to get pressure on the quarterback. Listen, we could have some good interceptions. But Miami has a team right now that I think that what they're doing is we're gonna go with youth. We're probably tired paying all these contracts, all these money to all these players, and finally we're gonna get a team that's gonna play together. Okay, because that's one thing I am worried about the Dolphins last year. I don't think they were playing together, period. There are too many chaos, too many situations in Miami. So, I just hope that they could actually, this year overcome all those obstacle and issues that they have off the field and on the field. I think McDaniel should concentrate on the team more often. They're not, which I tell you right now, I can see that he's not doing the play calling, so he's coaching. So he has an accountability, and that's one thing that Greer did at the end of the year last year, telling in the press conference that we got to help players unaccountable. We got to have ourselves also unaccountable. So let's see if that's true. You don't need a locker room that's actually dismantled. You don't need a locker room that's pulling from one way, is not pulling the other way. So it's a lot to talk about when it comes to the Dolphins. I mean, it's early. I mean, after tomorrow, there's a long time off. I was going to do the schedule tonight, like I told you guys yesterday, but I'm going to take my time and evaluate the schedule and look at the schedule. I'm not doing my picks. I'm just looking at the team they're going to face. I do believe this year there will be plenty surprises in the NFL. A lot of teams will surprise a lot of fans this year. Now, another one, and talking about football, something came out from, I think it was Yahoo Sports, if I'm correct, about, the quarterback situation in Cleveland. Listen, guys, I don't know what to tell you with that. Miami has 4 quarterbacks, let me tell you now. So I'm not going to, get into all this controversial thing they're talking about in Cleveland, but Watson probably get released or get cut. He re-injured again, so I don't think Cleveland's going to play that contract. So Shador and Joe Flacco, this is something that now has come up. because, like I said, they asked Joe Flacco about being a mentor, and I guess he got mad about it, upset about it, because all these quarterbacks, you got Pickett too. That he wants a position. Don't be surprised that they trade him. So the rumors are, because it's just a rumor out there, that the starter will be Shedeur Sanders. Once again, who knows that? I think Cleveland should start with a veteran quarterback. Let the other guys develop as they go along. But I guess Cleveland is desperate and they need to start somebody. I just feeling that they got too many quarterbacks in that team. Too much quarterbacks. Maybe one can help for trade bait. One can help Cleveland for a trade, or maybe add it to the practice squad. And remember what happened? You put a player in the practice squad, anybody could pick it up. So, I mean, it's going to be a season with a lot of intriguing, a lot of surprises. And sometimes that makes me think about my team, the Miami Dolphins. Which Dolphins is going to show up? The one in 2023, 24? The one in 22, 23? Or the one in 24 that it was terrible. The one that led the league in passing, made it to the playoffs. Of course, lost in the first round. Listen, I think Miami gold, believe it or not, is win the division. And I said it in the beginning. They're going to have to beat Buffalo twice. Can they do it? Maybe, maybe not. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. They have actually the offensive line. They got a great defense. And I think, the pressure on Allen, it's coming, guys, from the Dolphins. It's coming. And for the Pittsburgh Steelers fan, they saw Roger throw in minicamp today. That's another news that I'm going to talk about. They said he threw so well, but listen, once again, you're not playing with pads. Nobody's hitting you. That goes vice versa for all the ball club right now that are in minicamp. Of course, you're not be so crazy enough to get your own quarterback hurt. My only concern with Roger, you're going to play some tough defense down the road. I don't know how confident Mike Tomlin is. He was interviewed today at the press conference, and he talked so much nice about Mike Tomlin. And he talked about his ego, which I was amazed how he talked about his ego. But then he also talked about Mike Tomlin, how you humble yourself, how you take things one thing at a time. And who knows, maybe, I'm just saying, he could surprise any of us in this league. But when I look at the wear and tear in this man's body, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot of wear and tear for Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, I don't mean that I don't like him when I was talking about him, because a lot of people ask me, man, you don't like the guy. No, it's not. I don't like the guy. I just feel that, you get to a point that sometimes you have to learn how to say, no, this is it. This is time. It's time for me to go. What happened if Pittsburgh go 0-3, 0-4? I'm just saying, would he say, this is it? This is not for me? Go to Coach Tomlin and say, hey, man, listen, I don't think I have it. Now, he said that he still has that urgency, and he feels that inside of him that he still has more football left in his body. I don't know about that, guys. That's something for me that I'm concerned when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Look at Joe Flacco too now, but Joe Flacco looks way different than Rodgers. Man, I saw Rodgers, he looks, whew. But he's going through a lot. He's going through a lot. He's a human being like us, and there's forgiveness, and you move on and play your career and your career. It's amazing how he says he has played with 2 out of 3 best franchise. So I guess he threw New York out under the bus. He said he played for Green Bay. Now he's playing for a coach, a Hall of Fame coach, which Tomlin is a Hall of Fame coach, by the way. And I know you Pittsburgh Steelers says, well, he's the winningest coach, but we want to win the Super Bowl. We want a playoff. Yeah, but if I was the Dolphins, I'd take the winningest coach, because right now, all the coaches we have in Miami, we can't win jack crap. All right? So let's be honest. That's all I'm saying. But listen, you gotta give credit where credit's due, and this is gonna be interesting. Tomorrow we got third day of minicamp. If McDaniel decide to have the minicamp, we don't know yet. And I'll let you guys know, give you another update on Miami Dolphins. The only struggle I see, it's Zach Wilson right now, our backup quarterback, the guy that we really need to back up Tua Tagovailoa. The rookie, he's young, he's struggling. Uh, but that's okay. He's a rookie. That's a different thing. Zach Wilson is not a rookie. Zach Wilson has played in this league. So, but anyhow, I want to thank you so much. Those that haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everything you guys do. Be sure you hit the like button, the thumbs up, and listen. You guys have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow.